welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be recapping and reviewing, I don't know the episode. Bad Boys Texas, though, is the latest one that came out. But before we get to it, though, I want y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content that you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. Let your voice be heard. I also want to let y'all know it's the summertime, and it's going to be a hot girl summer on this here channel. I have more time to drop more content. So, of course, I'm going to be, like, reviewing the shows that I'm already doing, like Bad Boys, College Hill. Those are, like, my regulars right now. However, I'm finishing up my throwback review of All-Star Battle 2, and then there will be more throwback reviews that's Bad Girls related, as well as VH1 classic hit shows when reality TV was reality TV, okay? So I gotta throw in the throwback reviews on reality TV as well, and of course, throwback movie reviews, because I still gotta drop my acrimony. I just gotta build myself up because that toxic shit be draining me, y'all. But if you're new here and you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button. Stick around. I promise you won't be disappointed. And if you are already a subscriber, first off, hey. Second, make sure y'all hit that notification bell to stay tuned for every time I drop a new project. And of course, follow me on IG. That's where you get to know things first. themoviebae, period. Now let's go ahead and get started on Bad Boys Texas. We pick up with the continuation of Chef D and Carry On's fight. First off, this was a weak-ass fight. Everybody was slipping and sliding and taken to the house. It just made no sense to me. I don't even think anything landed, but apparently, I guess some things did. Let's just pretend like this never happened. After Chef D and Carry On, quote-unquote, fight, this is when Chef D goes into the story of what happened that night. So and stay with me, y'all. He is upset that Raz B left. Okay, so Prince and Carry On rode with Raz B to the club. Raz B gets sick and leaves. So Chef D is mad because he had to pay for an Uber for Prince and Carry On. And I'm confused because you have two other grown-ass men there to pay for their own damn Uber. Why did you assume responsibility and then bitch and complain about it? Make it make sense. Then when they get to the next club, this is the words out of Chef D's mouth. He said, bottles, hookah, everything's on me. Just go get your ones. Everything is on me. Just go get your ones. So it's very contradicting when you claim that everything is on you, but now you asking motherfuckers for money. That don't make no sense. Then let's go ahead and talk about how he started single shaming Carry On. Carry On, he tells everybody go get their singles, right? Carry On pulls out his own singles from his backpack that he got at Area 29, the last strip club that they went to. And Chef D is shaming him because he wanted him to get singles from this club. First off, money is money is money. If y'all have never been to a strip club, this is how it works. Say you got $100 bill, right? You go to the host stand, or it don't, well, I ain't been in a strip club in a minute, but you used to go to the host stand, but now it's probably the bottle girl. You give her $100, okay, and you say, I need 100 in singles. She will bring you back $100 in singles. Period. That's what happens. So what it looks like to me is Carry On had a stack that he didn't spend at the last strip club that he's like, okay, I'm going to spend it at this strip club. There's no need to shame Carry On for using the same singles because $100 is $100 and the strippers don't care where you got the money from as long as you throw it on them. So I didn't appreciate him single shaming Carry On either. At this point, Chef D, in my opinion, is making absolutely no sense. I am all for fighting for your money. But you're not making sense when you said everything was on you. And now you're complaining. You're not making sense when you're paying for grown niggas' Ubers and then complaining about it. Pick a battle because you're losing. If you want to act like this rich nigga, then be that rich nigga. You see who wasn't asking for their share of the money? Orlando. Want to know why? Because when you got it, you got it. And when you don't, you don't. Speaking of Orlando, let's go ahead and get into this hot-ass mess. So Orlando comes into the picture, and then they kind of bring up Orlando and Raz B's situation. First off, they tried to bring up Orlando and Banga, but Orlando said that shit is squashed. Moving on. So now, between Orlando and Raz B, Orlando still doesn't understand how he was being messy. And in my opinion, Orlando was being messy. Now, I could understand, and this is called being mature, you guys. I can understand Orlando's perspective, okay? Orlando is thinking, you, Raz B, tell me some things that Chef D and Prince are about to fight. So me, never having friends before in my life, feel obligated to tell Prince that Chef D is going to fight him, or vice versa, because Orlando feels that he's little bro and everybody likes him. So if I find out that somebody's beefing, I'm going to tell that person, you know, such and such beefing with you. What's up with that? Here's the issue. Orlando, it's how you said it. Because it was all like I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Raz B told me that Chef D and Prince supposed to be fighting. That Chef D gonna sneak Prince right now on the bus. Well, why did you have to do that? Because you little bro and your allegiance is to everybody, don't put names in it, bro. All you had to do, this is how you do TV, Orlando. This is how you do reality TV. All you gotta do is on that bus, you should have said, Chef D, hey, Chef D, so what's the beef with Prince? Like, you got some animosity towards Prince? That's what I heard, type shit. That's what you could say. In the midst of Orlando explaining his perspective, Prince jumps in and tells Raz B, well, Raz, you told me about Chris Stokes, so why couldn't you tell me that a nigga had beef with me? First off, this spoke, in my opinion, this spoke to Prince's character, because you didn't have to say that man's name. You giving too much information. All you had to do was say, Raz, you told me personal things, so I don't understand why you couldn't tell me that somebody wanted to fight me. You know what I'm saying? But it's just how he worded that, and I wanted to note this because it made me like raise my eyebrow at Prince, because that speaks to your character, bro. You see all these people around, bro. You see all these people around like that. It was some personal information. You didn't have to throw that man's name out there like that. So anyways, because I'm spending too much time on this dumbass shit, Raz B apologizes for whatever the fuck reason, Raz B. You didn't have to apologize. One, you're a grown-ass man. If you sick and you want to leave, you sick and you could leave. And then secondly, if I just want to tell my friend over some niggas I just met that some shit about to happen, that's what the fuck I'm going to do, because I'm EP, bitch. I do what the fuck I want to do, period. On the bus on the way to 6th Street, Lou mentions how he likes how everybody is a bad boy, but we all have faith. You know, except for Banga. Banga's a non-believer. And when he said that, Banga just slid down in his seat, because I can only imagine he probably thinking, oh, great, the house is about to turn against me yet again. Now, Banga says, I'm just not going to believe something because everybody else believes in it. In my personal opinion, that's a pussy-ass reason to not believe in, to not have faith in anything. You just don't want to believe it because other people believe in it? Like, that's lame. But then he gets up and he starts showing his wounds from when he was shot. Now, Banga didn't say this out his mouth. One, Orlando was cutting him off. But Banga didn't say this out his mouth. But mixed with what Banga was showing and what Mo said, I think Banga was trying to say, if God was real, this wouldn't have happened to me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, on the contrary, baby, if God wasn't real, you wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? How did you survive that? How did you go through all that and you still here? You know, you still have the joy. You still kicking and dancing. And I don't want to get too religious. But I will say this. I finally agree with Mo. Oh, my God. Okay. So when Mo said that everybody has to have their own divine intervention with God before they become a real believer, I 100% agree, because I'm a Christian. When you go to church as a kid, you know, it's just something that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But you never really know until you have your own moments in life where it's proven that God is real. I like the fact that Mo left it at that, you know, because it gets borderline when you are a Christian. Your job is to spread the word of the Lord. However, you don't want to overwhelm and bombard and like make it, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, like you trying to convert people's souls. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you my testimony and I'm gonna pray for you. Period. Like, that's really all it takes. When it comes to Orlando, he was really, really aggressive when trying to get his point out. However, he stated that no matter how hard I turn up, at the end of the night, you'll always see me with a Bible. And in my mind, I'm thinking, but Orlando, prayer without practice is dead. So, like, you can't go out and do the same shit you're doing every day and then just go back and read the Bible at the end of the day thinking you're going to be good. Like, you need to start making changes. And that just leads it to that just leads it to 6th Street. So let's get into it. Orlando is drunk as fuck. Orlando is trying to run away from security. He has to get walked to every spot. He's knocking over bottles and other things on the table, apparently trying to fight girls. And Chef D has to, quote unquote, hold Orlando up all throughout the night. Now, my personal opinion, this made me uncomfortable. I feel like Chef D was taking advantage of Orlando. I mean, look, he's picking him up and spinning him around in the club like he a baby. Could we not go in shifts? Could he not sit down? First and foremost, could he not have been left on the bus? Could Zeus have not taken him back to the house? I feel like this was completely irresponsible. And this is when it comes down to exploiting your cast members. Orlando was gone. The next day, the guys basically meet up and they talk about a couple things. Boring. But what they did mention was the possibility of a new boy and how he has to come in and prove himself. Lame. And also wanted to do a group activity before they leave. Then we have Banga and Lou, and this is when we kind of get the insight on Lou being sick. But he also wanted to make it a point that he's happy that he and Banga squashed their beef because Banga is a light around the house. Jonathan comes back, and this is when Dorelli tells them that he's going to call a house meeting because Natalie is going to stop by later. This house meeting, the guys basically talk about how they aren't getting paid like they expected to. And I'm thinking, you only get paid when you're booked somewhere. You don't get paid if you just pop up at a club. Here's the problem. Y'all weren't booked at these clubs and bars. Y'all just came. Y'all just showed up. So, I don't know why y'all thought y'all were going to get paid. I don't know why y'all thought y'all were going to get paid. So, this is when Prince says that guys don't get booked because what's the appeal? You know what I'm saying? Women getting free and niggas not paying to see other niggas. Unless you're Jonathan, apparently, because people gonna pay to go see Jonathan. Y'all know niggas that's gonna pay to go see Jonathan? The LGBTQ community would probably go pay, but like, that's not the type of clubs that they're booking or wanting to book, okay? So they're thinking about different ways that they can make money, and I'm not gonna lie, if they actually execute this would be fun or a fun thing to have attended. But they're talking about making a theme song, a video, hosting their own block party and house parties, having strippers. That sounds fun. I hope that they actually execute. Natalie is here, and she lets the guys know that the fans wanted a replacement. So here he goes. We are introduced to Adonis, who is apparently the self-titled king of Miami, and apparently Adonis has been talking smack online. The moment that he gets in, he spots Chef D and he tells him, you can't run from your issues now. Chef D low-key remained seated until Jonathan got up and said, well, let's get active. Jonathan moved the couch out the way. Chef D threw a magazine at Adonis, and then they started fighting. Now, it did look like Chef D had an advantage of height on this one, and Adonis was fighting with his head down. He was throwing them hoes, but like I said, Chef D had used his height and his size and kind of was just like throwing him around. So next week, they're going to get another round in. Mo City lame ass is making Houston look bad. Okay? You making Houston look bad. You never have an issue with anybody in the house, but you quick to jump in randomly on somebody else's issue just to prove yourself. Like, sit your ass down somewhere. We also get an insight on Prince's opinion when it comes to people thinking that he's gay. And then, of course, Lou is sent to the hospital. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed my commentary, hit the thumbs up button. And drop a comment down below. What were your thoughts on my thoughts? And what were your thoughts on the show? Don't forget, keep it respectful. Keep it cute. Keep it cute. Or keep it mute. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.